Alright, we need to talk because Nicolas Maduro, the president of Venezuela, just told the people of the United States to unite with him for the peace of the Americas. Yes, the same man Washington calls a dictator is now calling for friendship bracelets. And he said all this in the middle of a giant rally, surrounded by drums, megaphones, and a crowd that looked like a political Coachella. The story has everything: warships, drug raids, invasion fears, militias, satellites, and Maduro giving CNN an interview like he's applying for a TED Talk. So let's jump in. Picture this: a massive youth rally in Caracas, flags waving, loudspeakers blasting, Maduro sweating like he's been stuck inside a sauna made of socialism. A reporter asked what he wants to say to Americans. Maduro goes full inspiration quote mode. Unite for the peace of the Americas. No more endless wars. No more Libya. No more Afghanistan. And then, when asked if he has a message for Donald Trump, Maduro switches to English like a Duolingo just handed him a diploma. Yes, peace. Yes, peace. That's it. 2 words, like a WhatsApp message from someone who forgot their charger. But the real question is, why is Maduro suddenly talking about peace? Because the US just parked a massive naval force right next to Venezuela. Let's break this down. The US currently has 15,000 personnel, over a dozen warships, and the USS Gerald R. Ford, the world's largest aircraft carrier, deployed in the Caribbean. This is the biggest American military presence in the region since 1989, when the US invaded Panama. This is not casual. This is not "we are just hanging out." This is the geopolitical version of your neighbor parking a tank in your driveway and saying, "Don't worry, it's just for decoration." Officially, Washington says this whole setup is to stop drug trafficking vessels coming from Venezuela. Meanwhile, Venezuela hears, "Oh, regime change with boats now? Cool." The US military says it has already carried out 20 strikes on alleged drug smuggling vessels in the Caribbean and Pacific, killing 80 people. That's not small. That's not symbolic. We are very serious and also very busy. CNN reports that the US is considering plans to strike cocaine production sites inside Venezuela. But, and this is important, the administration told Congress it does not have a legal justification for doing that yet. So right now the US is basically telling Venezuela, "We are not going to hit you unless we figure out how to make it legal." That never sounds comforting. Okay, Venezuela's counter-move. Maduro did what Maduro always does. He mobilized everyone. Venezuela's official military size 120,000 troops, but Maduro claims his civilian militia has grown to, wait for it, 8 million reservists. 8 million. That is not a militia. That is the population of Switzerland. Experts are like, yeah, that's adorable, but no. But Venezuela isn't just talking. They have begun physical preparations.